Sold Classic.
Hey y'all, come on in. Whew. I spilled some flour. I was gonna make some sugar cookies. So yeah. But I know y'all was coming over because y'all want to see all the Christmas decorations. Let me just tell you, before we begin, that this year I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm just going to take you around, I'm going to show you, and we'll show an overview at the end, so you can fast forward all the way to the end if you want to see it. But y'all, times is hard around this neck of the woods, and because of that, I have tried to pull out all of my Christmas decor from my barn and not really limit myself to maybe one or two things that I have bought this year. Otherwise, the trees I already had, the decorations for the trees I already had. I did buy some, I went to Hobby Lobby and I did buy some ribbons, and so I'm going to show you those. And yeah, the rest of it I kind of just had, and I used what I had, and I made my little cottage farmhouse, whatever you want to call it. I made it feel like Christmas to us, you know, and it ain't nothing spectacular, but I like it, and it's simple, and it's me. And you know, I think first and foremost, the reason for the season is that God sent his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And so we don't want to get lost in all the home decor and all the beauty that, you know, the winter season holds, like the snow outside. But before we give reverence, thanks, and praise to God for sending Jesus to be our Lord and Savior. So that is the reason for the season. He was born in a manger. He was born of a virgin. And then Easter shows us that he did the ultimate sacrifice and died for our sins. So with that being said, before I get started on these cookies, because I got to find my Betty Crocker cookbook, because I only like the sugar cookies from the Betty Crocker cookbook. But before I do that, let me kind of just go around and just give you a little tour, okay? Let me wash my hands off first. Good googa mooga. I got this flour all over me, y'all. I opened the bag and it just went everywhere. It does that with sugar too. I don't know why, but anyway, I'll just put this over here for a minute. And let's show you the kitchen. Okay, so lighting is definitely not the greatest in my kitchen, but I started off by putting my primitive snowmen that I've had forever up on the top and leaving my baskets. And we took these stockings from Tractor Supply that I got a couple years back, and I hung them with some ribbon from Hobby Lobby on the doors. There's another guy and another guy. Then if you come down over here, you see my little shelf. And I love everything that's on this shelf, y'all. The tools of the trade. And so I just added my little mouse in there, my little primitive mouse, because I don't want to take down all my normal decor. I like it. So I just add a little to it. There's a basket full of picks. And I don't know about y'all, but I've had a really hard time with finding picks since Joann Fabric went out of business. So there's a wreath that I either got from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So there's my Tractor Supply tart burner. And here's my Kraft pimento processed cheese box. and I just stuck some homemade cutting boards from the local farmer. And I just got this trivet and I loved it. I thought it was just so pretty. And then I need to fix the back wall behind my stove, but I just put my little rooster picture there. And then of course, my normal decor, y'all. That's it. Remember I told you I changed this out? Just a towel rack. And I change it out for the seasons or when I feel like it. Got this from Tractor Supply. We Wish You a Merry Christmas a couple years back. And then I've had this stuff, y'all. And all I did was add a pick and a ribbon to it. And so there you have it. That's how simple it is to decorate, I think, a small space for Christmas. I love this little Merry Christmas sign. It lights up. And then of course I have my primitive candles. And again, just more ribbon that I bought from Hobby Lobby. Nothing major. I thrifted that angel. And I've had those primitive snowmen for quite some time. And then we just stuck some picks up there. And that is my coffee bar. Everything else, well, here's a little snowman hiding right there. And then I have my flameless candles. Coffee, cinnamon, and sugar. But that's the way it looks. And then over on my pie safe, the only thing I changed was the rabbit's ribbon. So now he wears a red ribbon. And my little primitive tree. And so there you go. With the candles lit. And that's all you gotta do. And what makes it even cuter is it snowing out there, y'all. So that's how you see my dining room. Same old dining room table. So we're going to start right here at the front door. And our mantle and stuff, there's all the coats hanging up there. We've got some, now I did buy 2 of these. Wayne bought me 2 of these at Walmart the other day. And I just put pieces of ribbon around him because I liked the plain wood. Stockings we've had. Y'all know I had to buy me my cow. My little calf. Look at him. Ain't he cute? I have had these for a long time. I've had this magic key for a long time. And I just decided to hang those all up. And not really clutter the mantle with a lot of stuff, nor did I want to clutter it with a lot of garland and stuff. So these are just picks. That's all they are. Just picks. And they're sitting right over top of all of our remotes. So, you know, because this house is small. And it requires us to live in it. So I need to decorate and feel pretty about the holidays, you know, feel the holidays presents and stuff. But at the same time, I have to live in this house. And too much is too much in a small house. And it'll overwhelm me. So try not to do that. Now, we did move Wayne's bookcase into the bedroom, as you will see, and to make room for my Christmas tree. Now, I cannot find my primitive ornaments. I don't know what happened to them, y'all. But I did find one small box of ornaments that are considered my favorite. And that's what I put on the one in here. But there's a secret to this Christmas tree. Do y'all remember that table? I'll put it right here. That table that we got? Yeah, and I told y'all what I was going to do with that. Well, the one table, it didn't work out well. It wasn't going to do it for me. It wasn't my style. But this table did perfect for what I wanted. I got one of my chickens under there. But this, y'all, is the base of that table. We took about 6 inches off the base of that table. And all that is a column from an old house that somebody turned into a table base. And so, yeah, that's what I did. And I had my son, Alex, he drilled a hole into the base of it and stuck the tree right down inside of it. And you might ask, will it topple over when the cats try to climb that tree? No, it won't, because they did, and it didn't topple over. So, here is a look at the lit Christmas tree. I would like to get, that was Tigger, y'all, in case you were wondering. I would like to get a tree that's not quite as full. But, again, money just is tight this year, y'all, and I just didn't want to spend it on anything because I have enough. And that's a metal angel that I found at a thrift shop for, I want to say $5. And it was painted and everything. I stripped it down to its metal frame. And yes, Tigger. And yeah. Tigger, what you doing? Brown, brown. You see what happens when you film with a house full of cats? He wants some TREATs, and we're not going to say the word, and he's not getting any. So, no, sir. No. No. Yeah, you can look at them all you want, but you're not getting any. No. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Can I finish showing them our tree? Can I finish showing them our tree, please? So, there's a closer look of it. And then, like I said, I've collected these ornaments over the years. And just so you know, this is a real apple, y'all. And I've hung it on a tree 4 times now. Real apple. Look at the star in this one. Wayne just bought me this one. Bought those a year or 2 back. They're supposed to be cookies. They're made out of flour. Now you need to just be good, okay? Because you're not being good, kitty. I bet you won't see another farmhouse home tour like this one, y'all. The cat screaming in the background. He is determined. Look, there he is. You're determined, ain't you? So, yeah, there's my tree. I love Billy Jacob prints. Turn this light on so you can see it. I love Billy Jacob's prints. And this one's called Christmas Morning or Christmas Morn. I would love to own a house like that. That's my dream. That's my dream farmhouse, y'all. This one is called Dashing Through the Snow. And it's got a glare on it because it does have glass. And then this one is not a Billy Jacobs, but I just bought this on Facebook Marketplace. It came from Hobby Lobby because I went to Hobby Lobby and they only had one print. And I'll show that to you in just a minute. But this lady had this one. It was $29.99 marked on the back. She sold it to me for $15. And that's basically what Hobby Lobby would have charged me for it right now. So bought those, and I've got those around that. And Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer up there, he continues to hang up there all year long. Simply because, y'all, I can't find any more of those. That used to be a big thing, and it isn't anymore. And so, yeah. But there you go. So if you're standing at my front door, this is what it looks like. This is Christmas. So if you're standing at my front door, this is what you see. So you can see my house is small, 800 square feet. So there's probably about 400 square feet right here. So we need to make sure that we are using it wisely. Now, if you're standing here in my dining room, this is the view that you'll see of my 400 square feet of living space. I don't know how many square feet it is, y'all, but I got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and yeah. So, and this is 1/2 of the house. So, up there is my little mouse. And I really wish my pot lights were charged, but they're not, y'all. Maybe I'll show this to you again once I can get them charged so that you can actually see up there. But yeah, these are just some old books and some of our old, just some of our favorite things behind a IKEA Billy bookcase is what those are called. And my little primitive mouse, not little, but my primitive mouse that I've had forever is over there. And then between the lights over here on the wall is the new picture that I bought at Hobby Lobby. And then, another Billy bookcase from IKEA with some of our favorite things in them. And then over here, all I did was put a 50-cent pick and a ribbon on my rooster. And I couldn't leave this guy out, so I did that too. So, look, y'all, it is snowing. Okay, guys, this is the $50 headboard I got from Facebook Marketplace in Baltimore over the summer, and I just put a wreath on top of that. This bedding was, you can get it at Belk for $140. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace from this lady for $60. And then I just bought this $5 chicken pillow to put on the bed. Yeah, and then I bought a new lamp for my side of the bed because the cats kept knocking my lamp off my nightstand. So I bought that from Amazon, and isn't it so cute? It looks like an old-timey lamp. I also replaced the gray curtains with the dark green evergreen, and that's what I'm waiting for, another set for the living room. And then I have the Bella Grace magazine for this season, the cozy issue. I really like that a lot. This is the much awaited milk jug tree. It is a inside-outside tree that I got from Lowe's several years back. I did purchase a couple of new farm animal ornaments from Tractor Supply this year, but the majority of what you see I have had for several years now. And I did go ahead and add red bells to this tree as well. I also have the nativity. The willow tree nativity is in the bedroom this year on Wayne's dresser. And the willow tree nativity is very important to me. because it is the Nativity and it's a reminder of what the season really is about. And I did get another one of those glow signs that says Joy to the World, and I really liked that. And yeah, I purchased the willow tree or figurines, one figurine at a time over the years, and I'm still missing the wise men, but it's a work in progress. And the theme in here really is more like farm animals and stuff like that. But you can't forget the nativity because that's an important part of the season. So do have all of the sheep and lambs and the camel as well in that. And I'm sorry I had to do a voiceover on this part of it. Something happened with my volume and I wasn't able to get it to work right. So had to do a voiceover on this one. And for those of you who are new to my channel, just know that all of my oak furniture has been secondhand picked. My dresser was $50, Wayne's was $100, and my nightstand was $20. Love You More was over the bedroom closet in the other room. When we redid this room, we put it back over this one as well. Okay, so that is my home tour. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun decorating for Christmas, and there wasn't a whole lot of stress over it. And the reason why is because I used what I had. I did spend just a little bit of money. Like I said, the horse picture, I think it's beautiful. It was a little bit smaller than what I was looking for, but I had gone to Hobby Lobby and I really wanted to find a picture to fit between, above that sofa. And I went to Hobby Lobby the other day and it was packed, y'all. It was packed. There were 10 lines open and they were way back in the back. You'd have thought it was a 90% off sale. I asked the one lady, I said, is there some special sale going on or something? She said, no, it's just a 50% off sale, but it's like this all the way up through Christmas. And I'm like, wow. So I get to looking around because that's all I went in there for was just to get one of the prints. And I see this guy coming out of the back and he's got a roll cart full of prints and stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, there they are. They haven't put them out yet. No, y'all, those are spring prints. Spring for spring. Like April, May, June, spring. Yeah. I said, sir, did y'all get any pictures in for Christmas or winter? He said, oh, yes, ma'am. They're all sold out. They went like crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, well, that's kind of a bummer. And he goes, I'm going to give you a little hint. He said, go back over there along the wall, he said, and look up. And I said, well, you know what? When people tell me to look up, that's a good thing, y'all. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go over there and I'm going to look up. And sure enough, there were 5 of those horse pictures way up on top of the thing, like way up top. No, like they had to get a ladder to get it down. And so, of course, I see him walk across and I'm like, ooh, I found it. I found one. And he's like, I'm going to get the ladder now. So, he goes and gets it and he takes it and he gives me one behind it because he said the first one didn't kind of look as good. And so he gives it to me. And then I had like 3 other ladies go, oh, I want that. I want that. I want. And so he took down the rest of them and y'all, they sold just like that. Is that crazy or what? Now, I'm going to, you're going to see my house throughout the winter season. And so things are bound to change. I ordered, but they haven't come in yet. The same green curtains that are in my master bedroom are coming for the living room. Right now, they're the light gray ones. So we will have dark green, evergreen curtains in the living room. So those are coming. And I have a Billy Jacobs, a big Billy Jacobs print that I'm going to put with 2 candles on either side. in front of my table here in the dining room. But that stuff is on its way. It was supposed to stop snowing, y'all, and it is like 11 o'clock in the morning, and it is still coming down. You know, Alex made it to work. Praise you, thank you, Jesus. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm worried about it in a little bit. Y'all, I can't find my Betty Crocker cookbook. So, because I can't, I'm gonna cheat. Have y'all ever, I don't know if any of y'all ever remember seeing the show Semi-Homemade. It was with Sandra something or another. Anyway, she basically took store-bought stuff and cooked it, but she added stuff to it to make it semi-homemade. Well, that's what we're going to do with these cookies, y'all. We're going to do semi-homemade because I can't find my Betty Crocker cookbook. I guess I could look up a recipe online. But, and my flour, y'all, it blew up. I mean, see, it's still, it's coming out the bottom. It's coming out the top. It blowed up on me earlier. But anyway, I did get some of these. And this is, what is this? This is Pillsbury dough, cookie dough, sugar cookies. So I said, well, let me see if I can roll these out. Because, yeah, I'm all about making it simple, y'all. Making it simple. Semi-homemade, right? So instead of putting flour down on this, I'm going to just use parchment paper. I think that'll work. Maybe we'll use the flour to hold the parchment paper down. Yeah. Let's do that. Somebody asked me, one of my friends, one of you asked me, are you going to bake some cookies or something? Well, y'all, now you know why Tamara has a hard time baking or anything, because honestly, seriously, I don't know what I'm doing. Unfortunately, as a kid, that's right, I taped it down with painter's tape. As a kid, y'all, I was too busy being a tomboy and running all over the place and doing my own thing that my mother would try to teach me how to cook and stuff, and I just wasn't having it. Because I said, you know what, someday I'm going to marry somebody who knows how to cook, and then I won't have to. And y'all, I married somebody who knows how to cook and cook very well. He could have been a chef, y'all. And so yeah, I don't worry so much about whether I can cook or not, right? What I've got, y'all can't smell it. Sorry, there's only so much I can do. But I did get Better Homes and Garden Apple Freezer Fir is the tart burner that's burning in here, and it smells so good, y'all. It smells just like apples and a pine tree. So anyway, here's my little roller. And I'm going to try. Like, maybe I should have taken it out and let it warm up first. But I'm going to try to make some sugar cookies. Oh, no, it didn't work. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to see. Maybe can I you think putting some flour on it would, you think? Look, you gonna need to do something here. You need to stay down. Okay. So I don't know. Y'all think I can use some flour on it? Would that hurt the pre-made stuff? I don't know. But it's flattening it out, y'all. Look. Huh. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's roll it off. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I got cows and a barn. So I'm going to use the cow. Let's see. Will it work? Good heavens to Murgatroyd. Did you hear all that stuff falling out there? This thing is giving me a fit right here. We need another piece of tape. They don't want to stay. They don't want to stay down. All right. Aw. Come over here. See it? Isn't that cool? I think it's gonna work, y'all. It come off. And so did that paper. All right. It worked. It worked, y'all. It worked. So let me, I don't have, oh yes I do have a scraper. Look at that. Somebody bought me this. I think somebody bought me this for a birthday present or something. All right, so let me see if I can get this guy over here. Look, it worked, y'all. It worked. Look, look, it worked. I got me some cows. Now, just so y'all know, this package was a lot bigger, but apparently you can eat it or bake on. You can either eat it or bake it. Safe to eat, the raw dough. Yeah, so when I come in here a little while ago, somebody had taken a big old chunk out of that. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. $3.50 for, no, $3.25 for 11 minutes. Okay. Am I supposed to preheat it? I guess so. $3.25. There we go. We'll preheat that. Well, let's roll it out some more. Maybe I can get 2 barns out of it, you think? All right. It's letting me roll it out, y'all. You almost kind of have to play with it just a little bit. Oh. All right. All right. Here's the barn. That's so cool. So look, don't let nobody make you feel bad if you ain't gonna cook from scratch, because you know what? It's busy. It's a busy life. It is a busy life, y'all. I've got to get one more at that. timer. Ooh, them cows blew up. So, them cows blowed up. So there you go. There's my cows and what should have been a barn. They look more like rabbits than cows. So now y'all know why tomorrow don't bake and cook. Tigger, what you doing? What are you doing? What you doing? You good kitty? You a good kitty. Look. I sit down to rest for a minute and look what I see. Babe.
What are you doing?
What you doing over here? It's a crock pot kind of day,
It's
huh?
definitely a crock pot kind of day.
What you got in there? Oh, that look good for reals. So you got beef stew meat, potatoes, and carrots.
Potatoes.
Can I help? Can I do anything?
No, I think you're good.
You think I'm good today?
I think you're good every day.
Do you hear the Tigger?
I hear the peanut. Oh my goodness. Dad, don't never take care of me. Oh no.
What?
Squeakers.
Where are all the other cats? Sleeping.
Sleeping.
That looks really good, babe.
Yep,
And now we're just going to use some beef stew from Great Value meat mix.
Yeah.
So the flour, it kind of exploded. When I opened it, kind of exploded. So I gave up on that idea, and I made cookies. I made cookies from the cookie dough I bought.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I don't have very many because somebody ate half the cookie dough. But I got a couple. So. See, I told y'all I married somebody who knows how to cook. Give me kisses. Oh, she just air kissed me.
I did.
Now you know. Ooh, potatoes is running away.
Alright, I think it's good. Set that there.
Oh, I think you should put the rest of them taters in there.
Oh, we can do that.
I mean, there's only a few left. And Tamar can eat some taters now.
Alright.
I technically like the potatoes more than I like the meat.
Yeah.
I'm a fat girl, that's why. I like me some potatoes. So I came in here to rest after showing y'all the house, and yeah, he's in there cooking some beef stew, which we need because it is cold. Y'all, it's cold. Look at my boots. They're soaking wet. Look at that. Y'all like my hat? I got it from Ace Hardware. But it's keeping my ears warm, so that's cool. It's snowing. It is snowing. It is snowing outside. Bring on the snow. Those of you who want to know, Wayne is home, and he was going to shovel this, and I said no. I wanted to shovel it. So, yeah, he was going to come out here, but I said, no, I want to be out in the snow. So, yeah, there you go. I'm going to go back down the hallway and see where the rest of the kitties is. I didn't do anything in the bathroom, y'all, because I just ran out of decorations, honestly. So, here's Max. Max. Hi, Maxie. What you doing? You want to say hello? He says, I'm trying to take a kitty nap. Can y'all go away? Y'all have to excuse me, but this is my son's room. And I found Molly in here. And there's little Bella. That's my grandkitty, Bella. Hey, Bella. Oh, now you want to go out? You've been avoiding us all day, and now you want to go out? Well, y'all, thank you so much for stopping by for another visit. In case you're new here, my name is Tamara, and I'm living simple, taking it one day at a time. And yes, apparently I filmed most of this video with flour on my face. But we keeping it real here. We keeping it real. So anyway, I want to thank you all so very much for stopping by. I hope that you got a little bit of inspiration from the video, and I'm going to leave you with a few more pictures so that you can, you know, just get an idea, get some ideas, y'all. It don't have to be a lot of money, and it don't have to be a lot of stuff to just enjoy all the sparkle and shine, right? So anyway, I just wanted to thank you again for stopping by, and remember that God who created you, He loves you so very much. And so does this Virginia country girl right here. I sure do. Till next time, let's be kind to one another, okay? And I'll see you again, maybe when my hair's a little bit better and I don't have flour on my face real soon. Bye, y'all.